Olympics again in the end of February. Ladies, we had over 30,000 people to come to the show. Another 8,000 reposts and some 500 to 600 likes for the event. Not to mention, the show is still on now. It's a 24-hour network that's still going on right now. Can you ladies talk a little bit about your experience doing the Black Business Olympics? We'll start with you, Kim.
Sure. Well, I had the opportunity and the pleasure to actually moderate one of the sessions called All About the Business. And I think I learned more than I taught. Actually, it was great. I had a wonderful panel, and we talked about everything from how to obtain government funding to how to negotiate contracts. So it was great. It was a good panel. I think that there were a few folks in the audience that, after the fact, came up to get more information. And then it led us to be able to network with people we hadn't met before. So it was great.
Yes.
Eric, we can't hear you. Lips moving.
I'm glad that you see. You know you always take over. It's your turn to take over and keep running. What was your experience? And of course, we had you on, I believe, twice. Did we have you on twice? Just once?
Oh, yes. I did. I talked with a few ladies one night. I forgot about that. Kimberly, were you on there?
I was not.
Oh, you weren't? Okay. Sorry. Well, see, somebody just as good as you were was on
Uh-oh, watch out now.
That's good.
You know that's a fight right there. Who was she? Who was she? And what is she to you?
But they were good like you were. That's why I said it was so good. Kimberly must have been there. So yes, I was on twice. We had a ladies round table where we just kind of chatted about different things. That was good.
Y'all kicked me out of that. Remember, y'all kicked me out of there. Y'all kicked me slam out.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did because we had a good time without Eric. So that was good. I think people who listened in got a lot of different perspectives. So the moderator, I forgot who the moderator was, but she asked a lot of good pointed questions. Yes. So, and then I did one on, I did a workshop or a presentation on personality and networking. And that was fun, but I will say that I really enjoyed attending as many of those workshops that I could. And I did a lot of them. So I took a lot of notes and I still look at some of those notes and follow, like Dr. Frazier gave us some gems. And I follow those today as far as connecting with 5 people a day and some of those things. So I enjoyed the experience, not just what I did.
Well, you know, we're gonna be on for an hour, but I did have a special guest to come in because I know you're gonna be doing your show. Maxine, I'm gonna come back to you.
I'm fine. Go ahead. Yes.
About the scholarships, we got to talk about everything. And I called Vanita. Real quick story. I called Vanita on the phone, and she was in one of the seminars or workshops, and I was like, Vanita, I need you. She said, Eric, I'm busy. I said, what are you doing? I'm at the workshop. I'm listening. You need to get off the phone. It was that good. It really was that good. But we're gonna bring up a special guest. Bring in our special guest, who's gonna be your host. Who's gonna be your host down in Myrtle Beach. Hey James, how you doing?
Hello, this is Bill Cosby. I am still in jail. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe that Trump did not pardon me. I cannot believe this. How can they leave me in jail? I am the Pudding Pops man. I can't believe you guys having a good time. And business, you're doing the business network, and then you bring Bill Cosby in the middle of a business. You should be. What is going on with you, man?
I was looking for Ray Charles to be. Actually, I was looking for Ray.
You know, I know every time I show up on the show, I go on Clubhouse, the people, they try to kick me out of the rooms. This is ridiculous. I am the father figure. I am the coach. I gave $20 million to the college, Negro College Fund. And they gave it, and they did not give it back. I tell you, I can get a good lawyer and get out of here. With that $20 million, I can get a good lawyer and get out of this place. I can't believe they won't give it back. You guys, I see you got Benita on there. You got Benita. You got like all your friends on. What's happening? I can see y'all. I thought you can't see me because I'm driving in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wanted to bring you on because again, you have something great that's going to be going on Myrtle Beach during Valentine's weekend. And I wanted at least for the audience to get an idea of what you're going to be doing because again, the Black Business Network is all about showcasing people and bringing people to life.
And I am the first Black African-American owned theater in the history of Myrtle Beach. I just need Black folk to find out that's what it is. I mean, an amazing thing about my theater is, you know, years ago when I was a kid, and if a Black person would have had a theater like what I had, you know, what they talk about now, they go, "That's athletes, so why don't we get a hotel and why don't we do this?" And now you create something that and then people don't come. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? That is the problem.
Yeah.
So, but we got a great weekend. We're still going forward with what we do. We have our weekend consists of starting on Thursday of next week. We have the Diva Show, which is a young girl, she was on The Voice, K Love, and she does the songs of Whitney Houston, Etta James, Patti LaBelle. And it's really awesome. And on Friday we kick it off with Al Green tribute show, which is going to be off the chain. If you like Al Green, you know, and you know, of course, we're not going to give you the one that found Jesus. We're going to give you the one that made all the women go crazy. And then on Saturday night is our Motown Soul Fest show, because now every Saturday night at the Asher Theater, we have Motown and we serve dinner, soul food dinner. So that's going to be awesome. And then on Sunday, Valentine's Day, we're doing a 5 o'clock Lionel Richie tribute show. And we're doing it at 5 o'clock because, you know, old people feel that after 5 o'clock, COVID comes out. So we're trying to make that. No, seriously, they do. I mean, I don't know why people don't think you can't get COVID in the daytime. But I get calls at the theater and they said, you know, can you come a little earlier? Because if we can come earlier, then I won't get COVID. You know, so
Well, James,
but no, yeah.
Well, James, what we're gonna do now, because only thing we seeing is your eyes and your teeth. So we're gonna talk to you again on Saturday morning. We're gonna do another special show on Saturday morning, and hopefully you'll be in a well-lit space, and we'll be able to talk to you a little bit more. I just wanted to bring you on because we have Anita Griffin on tonight, and I know you were going to be one of the most.
I appreciate that. You know what? And the reason why you can't see me, because this is the Black Business Expo. So anyway,
that's right.
So matter of fact, if you did your interview and the only person you can see with yourself, I think you're going to draw a lot more people. And you say this is the Black Business Expo, and people are going to be, you know why they're going to be coming? Because they're going to try to figure out who's in the boxes. But I love you guys. I love you guys. I hope
what is the number? What is the number they can reach the Asher Theater, man?
The Asher Theater is 843-903-3100. Asher Theater is spelled ASHERTHEATRE English.com. And hit us up anytime. And you know, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a really great turnout. The tickets for the Motown is selling out, and the Lionel Richie. So now we got to get people who love Jesus for Al Green. Love and happiness. Something gotta make it do wrong and make it do right. I'm leaving. Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.
Bye, James.
And see, you know, sometimes you get it when you can get it, but this guy here is one of the funniest guys, you know, in the country.
That's nice. I like that.
And, he does so many impressions. As a matter of fact,
Talented.
I had the chance to travel with him for about 4 years, working with him, and you'd be just so surprised the kind of talent that we have in our communities that sometimes people don't know. And the Asher Theater is in Myrtle Beach, and for those out there who have never been to it, a lot of people have been to Myrtle Beach but don't know he's the only African American museum, African American theater down there, and he has artwork in there. As a matter of fact, I painted a mural down there for him because he's one of my guys, and it's just an awesome place. And I wanted to invite people to come out to his events. And one of the things that he's going to be doing, he's going to be putting those events on shows online so people can pay and see them online. But let's talk a little bit. Let's kind of flip the script. And Benita, talk a little bit about why After the I Do's is important to you as a show.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think for me it's important because I said before, I think marriage in the public eye has gotten kind of a rotten rap. I think we see a lot of these shows, the housewife shows. They really make marriage kind of look ratchet. They really do. And sometimes we look as wives and husbands on those shows like we don't have good sense, or like we forgot where we came from, or like love doesn't exist in the relationship. And so I really, really want people to see marriage through a different lens. And so one of my favorite shows, I love all of them, but one of my favorite shows is the Pastors Edition, where we see pastors and their spouses be very transparent with their responses, and they're like real people with real challenges, and they can laugh about it, and so it's important for me. Marriage, that part is important for me because we are growing a generation of youth that are not going to respect marriage if they don't see it in a different light. And so that's important to me. And that's why I do both sides of healthy relationship. I do the enrichment side of it, but I also think laughing about marriage while seeing it in its raw state is important. And James is going to be an excellent host. But I also wanted to add this. When you talk about the Asher Theater, I want, just because it's Black owned, I want to make sure people understand it's not a hole in the wall theater.
Oh, no.
That is a nice theater. Well, sometimes we can think that. And I want them to understand that is a beautiful theater.
Yes.
Very clean.
Yes.
Extremely spacious.
Yes.
The staff is very professional.
Yes.
And nice. I can't say enough. And I'm not just saying that. I'm serious. You really need to experience it. He has different sections of the theater that it's just very spacious. He has a lounging area with a piano back there.
He plays.
It's just really nice. And he plays. And he greets the audience after. I know you were asking me about the show, but I think that's so important. He greets the audience afterwards, and they take pictures and get his autograph and yada yada. But it's not a hole in the wall place. I just want to make sure we stress that it's a nice place, very nice.
And I think one of the things that happens, and he was kind of alluding to it for a moment about, as a Black man, open up a Black theater for Black people, and then Black people don't come.
Right.
And I think we have been brainwashed to believe that if it's Black, it's not going to be high quality.
Right.
It reminds me of the Black Business Expo. I was doing it in the 80s, and it was the #1 show with 7, 8, and 10,000 people coming. And when I started back doing it, I got that whole feeling of people were not believing it was going to be the nice kind of show that we had. And then when we filled up the whole entire convention center last year, I had so many people to come up to me and say, "Oh man, this is really nice." And I'm sitting there saying to myself, this is what we expect. This is
Right.
this. Now, it would be nice if everybody got $10,000 when they walk through the door. That's what I call nice.
Mhm.
I don't call what is average nice, but you gotta understand, because we believe that sometimes stuff that we do as Black folk are not going to be on the same par. And with James's theater, the Your Mama joke section, which
Yes.
is really outstanding, where he has the pieces on the wall, has a
Mhm.
gallery there, and then of course around the other side where he has the big Your Mama joke piece and where the piano is, and then he has the memorabilia down there also.
Mhm.
And it's an adventure. I mean, you get a chance, you don't want to leave. It's so nice in there.
Mm-hmm. And he gives you a lot. Like even when you're going to see someone else, he performs some. So you get a lot. And then of course he has they serve food and some light food and drinks there too. Like I said, it's I like it because I know he doesn't want to call it a comedy club. It's not a comedy club. I know it's a theater, but you're not sitting on top of each other. And it's even before COVID, you weren't sitting on top of each other. And I appreciate that in my space when I go someplace. So I just wanted to add that about his venue. But that is one of the reasons why I'm excited about working so hard to bring the show there. Because I know that community is going to eat it up, and we are going to get our community in those seats.
Well, that's one of the things that I do. James has been asking me to come down there and just spend some time before the COVID-19 happened, and I was gonna go, but then COVID happened. One of the things that I know that we can do, somebody needs to be.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna go, but then COVID happened. That's me. I love it. Are we back? And one of the things that we want to do is we want to see him be successful, because it is a great theater, and your show is a successful show. Hopeful, and I don't like to use hopeful. When you do plan on getting your show there, we want you to give us the date. And what we're going to do on my side is we're going to see what we can do about getting some buses to come down to your show from Raleigh, Durham, Apex, and the surrounding areas, so that we can bring audience to the show, and stay in a hotel down there, because I believe you're going to have 2 nights or 1 night or whatever you have, where we can kind of generate a crowd. I think that's something that the Black Business Expo would like to work on to assist you in what you're doing. Maxine?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about and welcome back, Kim. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
We,
I
you
had
know,
technical. I'm on a whole different computer.
look. I was going to say you're in a whole different background.
Background is different. Yep.
Actually, the same background. It's just the lighting.
Oh, okay.
It looked like you shining now. I'm like, what? Let me see what she's doing.
Illuminating.
Maxine, talk a little bit about the Scholarship Foundation and what you see coming down in February.
What the Scholarship Foundation is so needed. And what I see coming down in February is that we have the website ready. We have the donation availability for people to go immediately to go on the website and donate. They can donate a couple of ways. They can make a one-time fee donation, or they can schedule it for the remainder of the year. And so those who can put it in their budget, it will, we're able to accommodate them that way as well. And we will have the application online shortly, so that individuals who are interested in applying and being a part of the scholarship. And we'll have that for the parents to be able to go out there, read about, and then help their students or help their kid or, entrepreneur complete the scholarship in order for them to be evaluated, and maybe they will be one of the recipients of the scholarship. We're looking always at giving 10 scholarships out, a laptop up to $5,000. So we're going to be contacting you. And if we don't contact you, guess what? It's on the website. So there's no reason for you not to be able to give and donate and help us to ensure that our students are able to go to college, to continue their education, and those who are interested in starting a business, and those who are already in business to help them continue to move forward. So that's what the Scholarship Foundation is all about. That's what Eric is all about. That's what his mother and his grandmother are all about, is how can we help our students move forward and be the leaders that we know that they're capable of being the entrepreneurs that we know that they already have within them, that they were born with the gifts to do. And how can we help them to acquire those educational steps that they need to take so that they can be the president of many organizations and even the United States
of America.
Of America.
And you know, I want to give kudos out to Kimberly McLean.
Yes.
Kimberly McLean is the person who handles all our social media. She was able to make sure that we had the forms on the website so that people could actually, and she got them secured. And you know, that's a hard job. And I think sometimes you don't see the people in your circle who can really actually help you. And Kim came to me and said, Eric, we need to do this to make sure and ensure that we do some things correctly. And I said, yes. And Maxine cum laude, and I call her, she was magna cum laude in college. I call her cum laude. She came to me and she said the very same thing. And Miss Griffith, she always wants me to stay on point. So I just want to tell you, ladies, that it's always great when we have great leaders who don't mind leading. And as I always say, you know, it's for leaders, sometimes it's hard to follow. And I am looking at following you ladies as y'all continue to do great things. Is there anything that, Benita, that you would like to say about your company before we close out?
Well, I'll say check the website for updates. So Tri-Team Unlimited is doing some workshops. We're announcing new dates that will start probably in March or April. And I'm like I said, working with the Facebook people. So they're developing this whole strategy. And then with After the I Do's, I am going to be looking for sponsorships and talking to Kim offline very soon so that we can go ahead and head on down to Myrtle Beach, and all of us, by the time it gets warm and hopefully COVID free, we'll be able to laugh at some married couples and have a good time. So check the website, both of them, aftertheiDoshow.com and then TriTeamUnlimited.com. Doing a lot.
And before you get out of here, I think one of the things, and me and you talked about it, as I said, I keep my thumb on the pulse of what's going on. And those who don't know, Benita had COVID-19, and she survived COVID-19. Yeah. And you know, sometimes you don't give people their flowers because you're thinking that they're going to be here. And I just want to say that you have been a radiant and beautiful lady in terms of the kinds of things that you've been doing. Because, you know, I met you at the Father's Day thing, and ever since then, you know, I've been keeping in touch and seeing what I can do to help you to keep your program going strong. And I just want to tell you, I'm glad that you survived it. And even though you can't, I'm gonna mess with you. Even though you can't taste anything and you can't smell anything, at least I don't have to look at you. That's my girl, y'all. That's my girl. Kim, is there anything that you like to say about your company before you get out of here?
Absolutely. I just want everyone to know that, you know, no client's too small and no job's too big, but we are a full service agency. And even if you have marketing support, there's no reason why we can't collaborate with that team. We're all about finding solutions, and no one entity knows everything.
That's right.
And so what we like to do is to huddle up with you and your team and make sure that you have the right prescription and that's going to yield you the right results.
What is your website and email people can reach you?
It is creativeforceagency.com. And my email again is Kimberly McLean at creativeforcestudios.com.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen out there, I know I got to say this about Kim. Y'all do not even know how deep and how in depth she is. She is a scientist when it comes to this social media. She can literally take your site and tell you who's pinging it, who's panging it, where it is, where it's registered, who's looking at it, and then she can turn it around and tell you how to get your site to do what you want it to do. Because for the Black Business Expo, she was one of the reasons we had 30,000 people at our show. Something that, I say that and it sounds like it's not a lot of people, but when you talk about 500 people a day, when you talk about some of our sessions, we had 1,000 people watching some of our sessions. That is not easy to do when you talk about keeping people online. It's easy to have people to come by, but keeping people online. And I think that's sometimes you don't equate that with a Black company. You equate that with other companies. And one of the things that we did press to do was to support a Black ecosystem and to support Black businesses. And I want to say to Kim, the press release, I think the press release was to 200, was it 200 or 300 media outlets?
Actually, it was almost 600.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
It was almost 600, and
Awesome.
And we ranked them for I think it was over 75 keywords. So that's how he was able to get those eyes. I think people, when you look at online streaming events, a lot of people look at who's watching now. But what you also gotta remember is that people continue to watch, and more importantly, that list building and what we call backlink building is where the strength of things come in. When you say certain things in a search engine, how is it coming up? And then how are you tracking that relationship and retargeting those visitors to come see you again? Because it takes about 8 times for someone to visit you, click on your link, or do something in order to make a buying or commitment decision. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, and they go out and they spend a lot of ad money or do things, and they think it's going to be a one-hit wonder because they got in front of someone. But what you really want to do is get that relationship and then court that person through various communication. And that's what we're doing with the Black Business Expo.
And yeah, I clap my hands and I throw my chest out for the numbers, but sometimes you have to let people know what's going on behind the scenes, because it was not Eric Kelly III who made it happen. It was the team of people that was working with us. Just as Mark Lee put us on the IBM network and we were able to go across countries and be able to do it 24/7, something people said we could not do. It's not going to work. Nobody's going to be there. Eric, why don't you just do a little, and why don't you do one day? And of course, Benita, you know how I am. I'm not listening to what you're saying. I'm listening to what I'm thinking.
That's right.
I say that's what people do. People should do more of that, But that's
your spirit.
Yeah, that's what happened. And by doing that, we broke records. We're not out here talking about us breaking records, because it's not about breaking records. It is about getting people in front of people who need to get the information about what they're doing, because we don't have a network that allows us to say what we want to say when we want to say it in a 24-hour cycle. So even with just having this conversation, it's going to be a 24-hour cycle, but the Black Business Olympics allows for everybody to get that information over and over again. We didn't even try to find out, for 3 months, 4 months, how many people were going to listen or go to the site. We just figured like this here. If we had 30,000 in 1 week, what's 30,000 in 2 weeks, which is 60,000. 3 weeks is what? 4 weeks is what? So if we do it 4 months, we're still gonna be in that number. About 300,000 people get a chance to see what's going on, and that's the power of the internet. And more importantly, that's the power of the people that are working with us. Maxine, before we get out of here, talk a little bit about Levelist. And I know you got a part of your company where you highlight the Woman of the Month or something like that. Talk a little bit about that. And for those who do not know, Maxine is going to be hosting one of the days on Thursday. She's going to be hosting Thursday with about 12 speakers who she has coached, or 12 speakers that she knows of that we're going to make sure she presents on that Thursday. Talk a little bit about that, Maxine.
Well, if I talk about Levelist, it's about Levelist women succeeding with a purpose. And that purpose is so that they can advocate for themselves, so they know their worth, and they can continuously to succeed on their own terms. That's what Levelist is. Remember, I said we broke that glass ceiling, so there's no levels anymore. You no longer have to compete with anyone, not even yourself. As long as you have your definition of success and you are striving to reach those goals. So that's what Levelist is. And you don't have to do it alone. We are a community. We are women inspiring other women. And there's no reason for you to go at it alone. And you heard me say earlier, be the CEO of your career. Now, there's a workshop that I have as a replay on my website. You can download it. You can watch it. It's about 40 minutes. And then I will be announcing an actual online workshop that's going to take you even forward. Remember, I'm not going to say higher. I'm going to say forward. And then if you're the business startup, you don't know where to start, how to even start a business. Remember, I said, if they're not inviting you to their table, then you need to create your own table. And that means start your own business. We already heard Kim tell us what a fantastic job. She already knows how to put you on the map, get the website done and all of that. But there's some other preliminary things that you need to do in order to get that business started. Always have several streams of income. You'll hear Eric tells us that all the time. Stop depending on one stream of income. So you have passions. You might not even know your purpose. But if you don't, that's what we are here for. That's what I do. I help you to identify that passion and purpose that you were already born with. And so we have a workshop out there called You Are the Startup. That's going to start on March the 22nd. So go out there and take a look at it on the website. So listen, we are equipping you for 2021. We're just in the first quarter. You know, we're going to do things totally different. And it should not have taken COVID for us to pivot. We should be pivoting all the time. And James Brown used to say, if you stay ready, there's no need to get ready.
Well, Maxine, I just tell you, you just a bubble of joy. She's the scholarship director for the Black Business Expo. Kimberly McLean is working with all of our social media. And of course, Miss Griffith is always the conscience of the Black Business Expo. She would tell me when I'm doing something wrong and get on me and make sure I get it right. And ladies, want to thank y'all for being on the show tonight. I know it was short notice. I appreciate it. It really was short notice, but y'all showed up and y'all showed out. And this is what it's all about, because getting an opportunity to share with you your companies to businesses tonight and across the web is what it's all about. And for those of you who want to get in contact with the Black Business Expo, that's www.blackbusinessexpo.usa. And then, of course, our number is 919-308-9090. As I say to everybody, what you're looking for is looking for you. You got EK3 from the south side of Durham, North Carolina. I'll see you and goodbye until the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And of course, it was the Black Business Expo show. Had a great time with some great guests. And we look forward to you being a part of the Black Business Expo show that's going to be aired. It's going to be aired February the 22nd through February the 28th, the last week in in February. Yes, we're going to take over the last week and share with you business owners from across the country, from across the state. You got EK3 until the next time. And as I always say, I am Black business.
I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest biz cases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business.